Vice President Helen Green. Helen, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How's things going on a Friday? You ready for the weekend?
Have found this place.
Well, it's no longer the mall.
No.
It's no longer the mall.
So far, so good.
But how's the view? The view's fantastic.
The view is fantastic.
The view is fantastic. So I must be honest, because I try to be transparent with my audience, and I am the person I am off the air, on the air, everything. So when I don't know something, I admit it. I got to be honest. I know the name Royal Dames, but I'm not real sure what it means.
That's why I'm here.
Well, give us an overview on the Royal Dames.
I will. So I'm going to start by telling you our mission and our vision, who we are, and a little bit about our history. And I'm going through our website because it's very comprehensive, and it's going to give information about everything that we do, and then you're welcome to go on and look at it afterwards because it's a lot of information. So our mission is to ensure a strong local regional effort in the fight against cancer through funding, research, and education. The vision is to continue to fund translational research until cancer has vanished, to encourage and assist students on every level to gain understanding of cancer and to work towards its elimination, to educate the public and prevent. Incorporated in February of '87. We are a 501c3 not-for-profit. We are unique in that we are all volunteers coming together with one common goal to eradicate cancer.
34 years ago you guys started this.
Correct.
Wow.
That's a long time. I would venture to say that we're one of the longest standing original grassroots volunteer charity organizations in Ocala. So the organization is professionally run with a dedicated volunteer board of trustees. Our members are a group of spirited women who come from all walks of life. Many are completely immersed in the day-to-day operations of the organization, and others who don't have quite as much time to volunteer are satisfied in knowing that their pledges are helping in the fight against cancer. So the Royal Dames not only funds research and education, but we stay involved through updates, reports, seminars, and yearly tours of UF Health Cancer Center and Moffitt Cancer Center to remain knowledgeable about the research that's being done.
So Gainesville and Tampa.
Gainesville and Tampa,
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
One of the most satisfying aspects of being a Dame is the wonderful camaraderie and deep passion of all involved. We are truly a sisterhood who will not give up until a cure is found to fight this terrible disease. In '86, Teresa Castro brought together a group of Ocala spirited women and organized the Dames, and then it became chartered in '87. She was born in February of '17 in Pennsylvania on a dairy farm. She married Bernard Castro on Valentine's Day, and you may recognize that name.
That's Bernadette's dad and mom.
And yes, it is, and they had
Castro convertibles.
Correct.
5-year-old can do it. That's how. It's the first time we saw the lovely Bernadette Castro was she was showing you a 5-year-old can do
Exactly.
the Castro couches.
That's right. So she became executive vice president and treasurer of the 4 companies that it compromised. At the same time, she was raising 2 children and providing a home full of fun and friends. But she was exceptionally generous and made a wide range of contributions to New York, Fort Lauderdale, St. Augustine, and Ocala. And her interests included cancer, heart disease, the deaf and blind, and the National Guard, and many others. But she was more than just a founder. She was the rock that gave us strength and the determination that kept us going. And as a result, we are where we are today. So our signature event, I'm going to talk about some events. Our signature event in the past has always been the Tiara Ball.
Right. Now, I knew the Royal Dames Tiara Ball. I knew that event.
And on an average, we raise about $150,000, which is amazing. And that's thanks to our sponsors and, of course, the people who participate. And so because of our situation in the last couple of years,
Pandemic.
and the constraints we've been experiencing, we have had to cancel that event twice. So that has really hindered.
That's a $300,000 hit.
Yeah, it's hindered our ability to do the funding that we would like to keep going, but we've actually been blessed enough to receive additional funding in certain venues that have kept it going. But this year, in 2022, we are going to have what's called the Royal Gatsby Gala.
The Royal Gatsby Gala.
Doesn't that sound fun?
It does sound like a good. I immediately think of F. Scott Fitzgerald.
It's going to be fabulous.
White dinner coat, white dinner jackets, and tuxedo ties.
It's going to be costume, whatever you want to wear to a Gatsby event. And it's going to be sometime in the spring. We've already got plans in the making. So that's very, very exciting.
Anytime you say Gatsby, it just takes me immediately back to the turn of the 20th century.
Oh, and everything was just roaring and
crazy.
It was
the roaring
and fun.
20s, and everybody was having a good time.
Right.
It was just before they took alcohol from us. The stock market hadn't crashed yet. America was in its heyday.
It was in its heyday. I agree.
The Great War had just ended. World War II was still on the horizon, so there was no it was just, me as a guy with a master's degree in history, besides the Revolutionary period, between 1918 and 1930, the stock market crash, probably one of my favorite periods of time.
Yeah, it would be mine too.
Because of how they lived. Hey, we're going to have to take a break here in about a minute and a half.
Sure.
So I know there's other events you want to talk about, even an event coming up is it this weekend?
It's tonight.
It's tonight. Oh, wow. So we'll get more into that. The Royal Dames, Helen Green, she is the second vice president of the Ocala Royal Dames for Cancer Research. And they give to both Moffitt and UF Health for research. And, in this pandemic, I can't count on two hands how many people that I know that during the pandemic, COVID's not been their problem.
Exactly.
Cancer has. I have a husband and wife that both were diagnosed with cancer about a week apart that are friends of mine. We did a fundraiser for them recently. My buddy Ben Fritz, he's 38 years old, stage 4 all over his body. We're doing benefits for him. Very good friend of mine in the golfing industry. He's just recovering after a 2-year battle with cancer. So kudos to what y'all do, and we're going to find out more about it after this break. You're listening to Ocala Talks. We have Helen Green, the second vice president of the Ocala Royal Dames for Cancer Research, with us. She'll be back with us after the top of the hour news, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is